I have a big issue. I'm Colin Stewart. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur who did not go to college so I could start a jewelry business with my friend from kindergarten. One of the biggest issues that I personally face is needing everything to be perfect before I either take action or start doing something. Before starting a project or before building something, there are necessary steps to be taken. The research phase or the preparation phase is considered motion. Motion is necessary if you are starting something completely new and you have absolutely zero clue about. Maybe you have to set up certain types of systems for your desired goal. Whatever it is, that is a necessary step, but motion isn't action. Action is what is actually going to get you from point A to point B, and then from point B to point C, and so on. I am an absolute master of motion. I've always been one to prepare extensively for starting a business or understanding what tasks have to be accomplished next and then being able to structure a plan for it. But taking action is something that is way more important, yet it is a lot more scary, especially if you're testing waters where you never have been before. A prime example for me would be posting content. I've been planning to post content for my personal brand for over a year now, and obviously I just got to it about 11 days ago. There were consecutive weeks where I was doing research on personal brands, niches, content strategy, content formats, scripting, hooks, editing. After 3 weeks of deep work and actually preparing for it, I lost sight of why I wanted to start taking action in the first place. I felt satisfied enough to where I was comfortable with the point I was at without having to take action. It doesn't make sense really, but you can think how easy it would be for someone to completely prepare to start a business, do all the research, do all the due diligence, but after some time, they never actually end up taking that action to pursue the goal that they had originally. A big part of that is fear and the unknown of what actually comes from the action, because once you take action, you're actually risking something. You're risking time, energy, and resources, risking your personal image, you're taking financial risks. You're just getting in uncomfortable territory when you have to start taking action and doing something new. Like I said, motion is necessary. It's not always necessary, but it is definitely helpful, for example, for posting content like this, but it gets you comfortable. It's not as necessary as you may think. The real value of pursuing your goals and taking leaps forward is getting your feet wet and actually learning from experience rather than learning from others' experience who might be just in a completely different place than you. To go back to my example, I knew that at some point I was going to have to take action because this is a goal of mine and I couldn't just sit on my thumb forever. I ultimately came to the decision and I knew that it had to happen at some point, so I just started. Since I started posting, I still literally haven't made one single script for these videos. I've just been winging it and have just been going off of what I know and what I'm familiar talking about. To conclude, this video goes hand in hand with my day 3 video about consistency. As long as you are pushing forward and pursuing action, as well as staying consistent with it, you are going to be able to accomplish a lot more than you would ever imagine. Thank you if you watched to the end. We'll see you tomorrow.